Today, we're going to be talking about how to get her to text back. Yes, I know lots of times women love to text back slow, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you all the secrets you need to know. So, why did she stop texting back? Well, where did you meet her? That's actually very important. If you met her outside, I actually found that it's actually easier to get ghosted. I think this is because they only saw you for a couple of minutes. So, if you only get their number, they only might see you for like a minute or two, and then that's all they get from you. And then what if you weren't exactly looking right at that time? So that's very important. Where did you meet her? I'm always a big proponent of, online dating and just that's where most dating is anyway right now. So what is your profile looking like? You know, that's the next thing. What is your profile looking like? If you give her your Instagram, what is she gonna be looking at? If you met her in person, you give her your number, you get her number, or you get her Instagram, you get her Snapchat. It doesn't matter. There's gonna be social factors in this. Like, what is she seeing after you get done talking? Did she see on your anything on your Instagram or your Facebook that scared her away? That could have been one of the reasons why she's not texting you back. But don't worry, I got you covered. I'm going to tell you how to fix it, okay? Now, let's continue on. How did you meet her? Well, did you meet her online? It's actually a lot easier to not get ghosted online. Well, why is that, Jordan? Because normally, if you have her number, she'll just stop texting you, right? Or even block you. But if you're friends with her on Instagram, if you're friends with her on Facebook, you can post to your story, and guess what? She's going to be watching it. You know they watch. If you post something that's fun, she's going to be right there watching your stuff. So that's why meeting her online is always a little bit better because it's a warm lead. Okay, when you're meeting a girl in person, that's a cold lead. So you got to understand she might not be texting back just because she doesn't know you. Okay, so we're going to go for the girls online. Okay, we're going to have a good profile. I teach this in my online dating academy. Okay, in the description below if you want that. So, what did she say? Well, what did you say? What did y'all say? Did you use too many emojis? Were you looking goofy? That's very important. Were you too energetic? Did you already ruin it? What did you say to her when you first messaged her? Okay. Where did you set the plan? A lot of times you guys get stuck in the texting buddy zone. You don't want to be a texting buddy. I always recommend asking to hang out almost immediately. You want to message her, boom, 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 real quick, and then you want to ask to hang out. That's why she might have just left you on red because why are you just sitting all these things? Why are y'all having a full blown conversation? She doesn't want that. She wants to meet you in real life. That's where real relationships happen. So another reason that she could not be texting you back is because you're just texting her too much about stuff that doesn't matter. Like asking her how her day is okay, but beyond that, if you're trying to ask her everything like, oh, blah blah blah, what are you doing? Um, what do you all these different things? It's just not gonna work. Just ask to hang out, make a plan. You are the man. You are the man. So you gotta make a plan. All right. Now, are you her type? Very important. If you're not her type, she's not gonna reply to you anyway. So, how do we fix all these things, Jordan? Don't worry, I got you covered. Okay. Well, first of all, how do you even know what her type is? You can kind of get the vibe from a girl of what her type is, and you can even ask her, what do you usually like in a man? I mean, she'll probably tell you what she likes, or you could just naturally tell what she's into. If she's got a lot of tattoos or anything like that, you can kind of tell. But so outside is best, okay? It's best because the one you and the woman will know if y'all like each other right off the bat in person. Now, I did say it was easier to get ghosted, but Going outside and meeting people in real life is always best because you can have that look, you can look at someone and just know, like, hey, I saw you across the room. I just want to say, hey, you're gorgeous. So that's number one. So what's your profile looking like? We already talked about that. Your profile has to be looking good. You want to give her something to read and watch when she gets home. And I don't know, just give her your Instagram, give her your Facebook, post a lot of content, give her hours to read. ABC, always be selling. Okay. So, did you say too much? Like I said, make sure you ask to hang out. If you're not hanging out, you have to get out the DMs. Okay. Now, what is her type? You have to become her type. You have to become her type. So, what is her type? Well, simple answer. All women have the same type. Okay. They want you to be masculine. They want you to be a little bit mysterious. And here's the big one, the X factor. Okay, what do you have that either makes you dangerous or mysterious? Do you go to a boxing club? Do you go to the MMA? Do you ride motorcycles? Okay, it's very important you have an X factor. You have to have an X factor that's going to get her attention. If you don't have an X factor, women will leave you. I repeat, women will leave you if you don't have an X factor. So we have to get that going. It doesn't matter what it is. Just make sure you like it. Do not talk about anything nerdy or games. Okay. So what's her type? If you're not her type, you have to become her type. So is she even that type of woman? Okay. Is she even the type of woman that gives normal guys the time of day? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Is she the supermodel? Or is she that really weird goth girl that just doesn't talk to anybody? Is she even the type of girl to respond to people? You always want to be very short, and then just try to gauge how much you want to text them. Just be very short. Ask to hang out. Just talk to them just a little bit. It doesn't even need to be that much. Now, prepare your social media profile. This is everything. I think 70% of marriages start online now. So, social media profile is everything, guys. We have to get the social media profile right. Okay? If you're having trouble with this, I have a free community in the description below that you can join. Okay? Feel free to ask me questions and just interact there. And then there might be some great tricks and tips for you. Okay, I promise I can get you right. Now, how do you prepare your social media profile? I can't tell you that. That's a whole other video, but you're going to have to prepare it. Okay, if you want help, link in the description. And that's going to be it for me, guys. This is how to get her to text back. Let me know. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Peace.